Hi there, YouTube. Today I just thought I would do a video on how to make your own, what would I call it? I guess maybe a homemade knife, maybe? That sounds good to me. So, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own scissor knife. Now, what you're going to need for this project is, for me, I'm using a permanent marker to color up my knife. You'll need a knife of some kind that's actually a real knife. Got my pocket knife. Preferably, you'll want to use a locking blade knife. And some tape. Now, I'm using electrical tape because that's just a personal favorite of mine. So you're going to start by taking your, I don't know if I told you that you need scissors or not, but I've already got mine broken in half. So you'll need to take your scissors and pop them apart or unscrew them so that you have two separate halves. And you're going to want the half that has your fingers going like that. Because in the end, we're going to be holding it like this. Like that. So, what I'm going to do now is take my permanent marker and I'm going to color the blade black over top of the logo. And of course, using a actual Sharpie would be better for this to get around the edges of this by the plastic there. If I can get this lined up right. You can see there where it isn't colored. You'll want to use a Sharpie to get in there. Since I'm not too worried about the looks of mine right now, I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to color up mine nice and black. And get that all ready. There we go. Taking forever. Okay, so my blade is all colored up. I can get that lined up there. It needs a few touch-ups, but good enough for me for my first one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my electrical tape and I'm going to wrap it around from the base of your scissors. I'll show you guys that side. And then you'll want to go so that your tape looks a little bit like that. Right across the surface, and then wrap it around, and then slowly move it down. And wrap up the entire surface of that. Now you're going to want to cut it when you get to your handle, because obviously you need to weave it through the handle, right? So, so now you're going to cut it, you're going to take the end of it again, and you're going to start it like this. You're going to put it underneath the handle, inside like that, inside of there. And then you're going to wrap it around, and you're going to pull some out like this. Cut it, and then just wrap it around like that. Okay. And just wrap it around like that. I'm going to need to get a second round on that. Oh, but you can keep going like that. You may want to pause the video here if you want to, and then fast forward. I'll put the pause time and the fast forward time in the description. I might do that, otherwise you guys will just have to do it yourselves. I might get lazy. But yeah, you're gonna have to do the whole handle like that, pretty much. And you're gonna find that this handle part there is gonna look really bad. You guys may have a few techniques to making it not look so crappy. I wouldn't mind if you posted it on the comments. You can go ahead and do that if you find out some techniques. I know a lot of people will probably just cut off a bunch of little pieces of tape to do that section of the turn there. And that's not a bad idea, actually. I would have, had I been thinking about this project a lot before I was going to post the video, I probably would have said to do that. But now I'm almost done on my loop, where I'm going to almost be done the main frame of my knife. And just while we're waiting here, I am not taking responsibility for any injuries inflicted by this weapon. So use at your own risk. I don't recommend it for children under the age of 10 because, you know, you guys, some of you are a bit irresponsible. So I'm not taking responsibility for any injuries that are inflicted with this weapon. And I will not be, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna keep on repeating myself with that. Okay, so now mine's good enough for me, but I'm just gonna do some touch-ups while I'm talking. You basically now you have the main frame of your knife, and you don't have to use the tape. I'm using the tape on mine because it's an ugly old blue colored knife, or scissors, and I don't like to color them. What I'll probably do later is sand them down and spray paint it, but okay, so now you have your knife. So I've got my knife just like that. I can hold it. However, what I often use it for was to cut paper. Just, where is that? Oh, here. So you put your sheet of paper down on your desk, and you just drag the scissors along the paper, and it would cut the paper. Yeah. So yeah, there you've got your Cheapy scissor knife. This is about the scissors I got from the dollar store, so that's $1. My knife I had beforehand, tape I had before. So all in all, this project's gonna cost you about $2.50 maybe. And it's an all-around good invention. I know one of my friends who did it after I showed him, made his into a throwing knife by cutting the rest of the handle off and taking the other half of the scissors and mounting it on the other end, and he made a throwing knife kind of thing. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. I don't have this copyright, but I'd prefer if you guys gave me credit if you put this in one of your videos. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. This is the Oreo Network with your Cheapy scissor knife. Thanks.